me grab it like this. A lot of you people, you may not know that going to jail, it really do cost, it costs the citizens. But it will also cost you as a inmate. A lot of people, they don't know. But in the great state of Florida, you have to pay the cost if you have been incarcerated. A lot of you all don't know nothing about this right here. Florida inmates are in charge for prison cells long after being incarcerated. Here we go.
Common saying, you do the crime, you do the time.
But when people are released from prison, it marks the start of new hardships impacting local families and communities.
And new tonight, I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern digs into a Florida law many don't even know about. It's called pay to stay, charging inmates like Shelby Hoffman for their prison sentence, even if they're released early and regardless of their ability to pay.
I work 12-hour shifts, so they're 7 to 7.
Hoffman is part of TGH Crystal River's clinical staff.
So she a nurse.
Healthcare field has always been,
Oh, she in the healthcare field.
great interest to me.
She's worked to get to where she's at.
She's a phlebotomist. Okay, in case y'all don't know, you can get your phlebotomy license, I think, in 6 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, if you go full time. If I'm not mistaken, it's either 6 or 12 weeks. It's something like that right there. A phlebotomist is the one who do the IVs and stuff like that right there. I did not know. Hell, I was under the belief that you could not be in the medical field if you had a felony. I thought that you could not be in the medical field with a felony. Can somebody please correct me?
But once more, she's on track to earn her bachelor's degree this year.
My desirable goal is to work in case management. As somebody who is in recovery, doing case management is my way of being a part of the solution. And now, where I'm at today, I am truly being stopped by one single barrier, and it is a $sign. The state of Florida had what is called an exemption from disqualification, and they told me that you are not eligible because you owe over $127,000 for an incarceration fee.
I'm glad that you pointed that there out. You say, I wonder will this affect her career after her telling the truth, after coming out to tell the truth. Say, Willie, say, hush, girl.
From the state of Florida.
What was your reaction?
I cried. I was hysterically crying.
Oh, I stopped it too fast. I am so sorry. Back up what you just had to say. Go ahead.
Not eligible because you owe over $127,000 for an incarceration fee from the state of Florida.
What was your reaction?
I cried. I was hysterically crying. I literally felt like my entire past just punched me in the face. When I was 13, my parents split up, so it caused a lot of dysfunction, a lot of misdirection in the household. So I found a boyfriend that unfortunately got me hooked on opiates. And I was snorting them.
Boyfriend got you hooked on opiates. He got you hooked.
And smoking them, and then eventually, I started shooting them.
Start shooting up. She was an old junkie. Which, damn it, we don't shame junkies around here. We don't.
And this was all while you were a teenager?
Yes.
After turning 18, Hoffman was charged with a third-degree felony.
I had pawned something that, was stolen.
Then a burglary charge.
Both of those charges are drug influenced. Ever since, 10 years ago, I've never caught another charge. I told him, I said, listen, Your Honor, you keep putting me on the streets, I'm going to die. I need hope.
Hoffman was sentenced to the Phoenix house for a year, but did not complete the program.
The director kicked me out.
Because of that, the judge sentenced Hoffman to 7 years in prison. She served 10 months.
Look how that baby looked back then. Jesus. This is in 2016. She was slim and everything. Funny looking, baby, ain't it?
Judge allowing her to participate in a youth offender boot camp.
I had paid everything off. I petitioned the courts to get off of probation. He clapped for me and said, you above anybody deserve this. Congratulations, Ms. Hoffman. I've taken pictures with him, given him a hug, and he wrote me a handwritten Christmas card telling me he knew I could do it.
We got to get our bodies together, people. Get your weight right.
I finally felt like, the book was closed. Your redemption is complete.
Within 3 years, when applying for that exemption to work in case management, her dream job, Hoffman found out that she, like thousands of others, still owes the state $50 a day for the 7 years of her original sentence.
Damn. Say, Willie, she ain't lying. I did less than 24 hours in the resort, and I got a bill mailed to my house for $35 or threatening my license. I didn't even know that this right here was a thing. Wow. Wow. Now listen to how they state this stuff now. Listen to how they state it. Watch this.
Owes the state $50 a day for the 7 years of her original sentence.
Of original sentence. $50 a day for original sentence.
$127,750.
You charged me for a cell that I didn't occupy? I felt so tricked and so fooled. There is no ladder with them that will ever truly allow you to be a second chance anything.
He said she signed a lease to the state. I'm trying to tell you something. Obviously, she did not do the whole time. She didn't do the whole time. She must have got out early. But they basing her amount on what she was sentenced to. Was it 7 years?
There isn't. And they make sure of it.
Hoffman's grandmother, Linda, helped pay off what she said was thousands of dollars in other fines and fees.
We thought everything was taken care of. I must not understand it right. I've probably got this wrong, but no, I didn't.
Hoffman hired an attorney in an attempt to modify her incarceration costs to the 10 months she served. The judge denied the motion, pointing to state law. A court may not modify a legal sentence imposed by it more than 60 days after the imposition. And incarceration costs are based upon the length of the sentence imposed by the court at the time of sentencing.
So are we all on the same page right here? Incarceration costs is based upon the length of the sentence imposed by the court at the time. So if you got 7 and you mess around and did 3 years, we need the whole 7 though. We need the whole 7 at $50 a day, baby.
Or at the time of sentencing.
You are imposing something that I can't pay off in a lifetime. So I'm stuck.
How is this possible?
That's a good one. He says she shouldn't be able to access to have access to pharmaceuticals. You have a point. She had a drug problem.
Possible.
We think it's unconstitutional.
Lisa Foster, co-executive director of the Fines and Fees Justice Center based in Washington, D.C.,
Florida charges a lot of fines and fees
says it violates the excessive fines clause.
because it's not proportionate either to the underlying offense or to a person's financial circumstances. In Shelby's case, what happens is she's saddled with over $120,000 of debt to the state of Florida that is a life sentence.
I have a family now. I have a daughter, a wonderful husband. I have a home.
She got a whole husband out here in these streets. She ended up with a husband. The baby was a junkie. See, so listen, life is never over. Listen to all of my users. To all of my users, you down bad right now. You out here on that fentanyl. You out here on that train. Your skin being melted away. Your feet and shit being ate all up. Don't worry. You can always bounce back and get you a whole husband and or a wife out here in these streets. Life ain't never over until you like in the casket or something like that right there. You say, yes, it's $50 a day. I forgot I had $20 in my personal belongings when I went in. You say that I did not get back when I got out. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. I did not know.
Have all these accomplishments that I have worked so hard to maintain, and to not be given the opportunity to have a realistic, reasonable, obtainable goal to rectify all of that. That is why this is important.
That baby using big words and everything. Go ahead, baby.
Since 2019, Illinois and New Hampshire have repealed their pay-to-stay laws for state prisons. Here in Florida last session, the Fines and Fees Justice Center worked with lawmakers on a bill that would have allowed judges to do an ability to pay assessment when imposing fines and fees. It failed. Photojournalist Randy Wright and my team investigator Kylie McGivern taking action for you.
Y'all got to talk to our good governor. Y'all got to talk to our good governor Ron DeSantis to see if he can go ahead on and Get rid of that pay to stay bill. You know what I'm saying? So, in a lot of states, well, in every state, the cost typically falls on us good people and our taxes. So, do y'all think that is a good day? Do y'all think that is a good thing to have the pay to stay thing? So they can go ahead on and pay their own goddamn way, since they was the ones who got themselves incarcerated. Now that's a beautiful pick that they took right there. It probably got filters and shit like that right there, but that's a beautiful pick. You know what I'm saying? You got to come up with that other $100,000, baby. We need that paper. You gonna have to work 2 jobs, or something, sugar. You gonna have to work them 2 goddamn jobs and just don't have no other baby. You cannot have no more goddamn children with a debt like that right there. But I guess you just do like every other female that have debt like that and have multiple damn children, and then be shocked why they can't make it through with all them damn children with all that damn debt. That's what's up. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you.